Have you ever thought about how your mornings could be the most important part of your entire day? No, not because of that first cup of coffee, but because what you do in those quiet minutes right after waking up could decide your future, your health, your independence, your life. Imagine this. You're waking up, a soft ray of sunlight peeking through your window, a gentle reminder that you've been given another day. But as you reach for your phone, you feel a slight stiffness in your hand. Just a little twinge. Nothing serious, right? But what if I told you that tiny, insignificant feeling could be a warning? A sign of something far more dangerous. You see, strokes don't just happen out of nowhere. They're like a storm that builds quietly over time. Small changes, tiny warning signs that most people miss until it's too late. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be this way? What if you could take just 3 minutes each morning? Yes, 3 minutes, and do a few simple things that could drastically lower your risk of a stroke? No fancy equipment, no complicated routines, just small, intentional actions that protect your brain, your body, and your future. I know what you're thinking. 3 minutes? Can something so small really make a difference? Absolutely, because when it comes to your health, it's the little things that matter most. The little things that you do consistently. The little things that can mean the difference between a life full of independence and joy, or one spent struggling with the consequences of a stroke. And here's the best part. These aren't just random tips I'm pulling out of thin air. They're backed by science, proven habits that can strengthen your heart, improve blood flow, and keep your mind sharp. And today, I'm going to share all 5 of them with you. So whether you're 65 or you love someone who is, this video could be the most important few minutes you spend today. Don't just watch, listen, absorb, and take action. By the end of this video, you'll have 5 powerful habits you can start immediately. Habits that can give you peace of mind, protect your health, and maybe even save your life. So if you're ready to take control of your mornings and protect yourself or someone you love from a stroke, do me a quick favor. Comment, "I'm ready," below, and make sure you're subscribed to Wisdom of Longevity so you never miss out on life-changing health tips. All right, let's begin with something so simple, yet so powerful. Hydration. Imagine this. You wake up, your eyes flutter open, but your body feels heavy, your mind is sluggish. You blame it on a rough night, maybe even your age. But what if I told you the real problem could be something as basic as dehydration? After 7, maybe 8 hours of sleep, your body has gone a long time without water. And while you were resting, your cells were hard at work, repairing, cleansing, keeping you alive. But here's the catch. All that time you were losing moisture. Breathing, even while you sleep, causes water loss. But it doesn't stop there. When your body is dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, slower, making it harder for your heart to pump. And thick blood is a perfect setup for clots. Clots that can travel, clots that can cause a stroke. Now, what do most people do first thing in the morning? They reach for a steaming cup of coffee. And don't get me wrong, coffee has its place, but not right now. Coffee is a diuretic. It can actually make you lose even more water. So here's a better approach. Keep it simple. Place a glass of water right beside your bed before you sleep. The moment you wake up, before you do anything else, take a slow, refreshing sip. Let that water rehydrate your body, wake up your system, and set you up for a healthier day. And if you want to supercharge this habit, add a squeeze of fresh lemon. It not only adds flavor but also provides a gentle boost of vitamin C, which is great for your immune system. But we're just getting started. Hydration is just the first piece of this life-changing morning puzzle. Because while water gets your blood flowing, your body also craves something else. Gentle, healing movement. Picture this. You're sitting on the edge of your bed, maybe a little stiff. It's tempting to just sit there, maybe scroll through your phone or slowly drag yourself to the kitchen. But your body, it's asking for something else. You see, as we age, our muscles and joints naturally become less flexible. Aches and stiffness in the morning can feel normal. But did you know that ignoring this can lead to poor circulation, higher blood pressure, and yes, an increased risk of stroke? Now, I'm not talking about some intense workout or complicated yoga poses. I'm talking about something so gentle, You can do it right where you are. Start with your arms. Slowly reach up towards the ceiling as if you're trying to touch the sky. Hold it for a few seconds. Feel that gentle stretch in your shoulders, your back, your sides. Then bring your arms down and gently roll your shoulders backward, loosening them up, one slow circle at a time. And your legs? You don't even need to stand. Sit at the edge of your bed, extend one leg, and gently point your toes forward, then pull them back toward you. Do the same for the other leg. These tiny movements get your blood flowing, wake up your muscles, and ease the stiffness. But here's the mistake most people make. They push too hard. Stretching should never be painful. This is about waking up your body with kindness, not forcing it. So remember, just a few gentle stretches, nothing extreme. A few minutes is all it takes. But there's more to waking up than just moving your body. Because while your muscles may be ready, your mind needs something just as important: calm, focused breathing. Have you ever noticed that some mornings, even before you've done anything, you already feel tense? Your mind is racing, your heart feels just a little faster, and there's a tightness in your chest. It's anxiety, knocking on your door before your day has even begun. And for older adults, this silent stress can be dangerous. Stress increases your blood pressure, which is a leading factor in strokes. But here's a secret. There's a way to calm your mind and protect your heart in just a minute. Deep breathing. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But there's real science behind it. Slow, deep breaths signal your body to relax, lowering your stress hormones and stabilizing your blood pressure. Here's how you do it. What I call the 4-4-4 method. Close your eyes, sit comfortably, and inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel your lungs fill up. Now hold that breath for another 4 seconds. Steady, calm. And finally, exhale gently through your mouth for 4 seconds. Let that air carry out any tension, any anxiety. This isn't just about calming your nerves. It's about keeping your heart steady, your blood pressure low, and your mind clear. But there's something even more powerful that happens when you breathe like this. Your mind opens up. It feels refreshed, almost like a clean slate. And with that fresh focus, it's the perfect time to take care of another part of yourself, your brain. Because while a healthy body is essential, a sharp mind is your greatest ally as you age. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly sharp? Not just awake, but mentally alive. Thoughts flowing easily, memories right at your fingertips. As we get older, it's normal to feel like our minds are slowing down a bit. You walk into a room and forget why you're there. You start a sentence and can't remember what you wanted to say. It's frustrating. It's even a little scary. But here's something most people don't realize. Your brain is like a muscle. And just like any muscle, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. But there's a catch. Not all activities count. Scrolling through your phone, staring at a TV show you've seen 100 times, or just going through the motions of daily life won't do much for your mind. You see, your brain needs a challenge. It craves puzzles, problems, something to figure out. When you give your mind something to chew on, like reading a chapter of a book, solving a crossword puzzle, learning a new word, it's like giving your brain a workout. You're strengthening those neural connections, keeping them fast and flexible. And you're not just staying sharp for today. You're actively building a brain that can resist decline, one that can even help you avoid a stroke. You don't need to spend hours doing this. In fact, just a few minutes each morning is enough to wake your mind up. Grab that book you've been meaning to read, even if it's just one page. Try a word puzzle, a Sudoku, or a quick memory game on your phone. Or maybe, just sit quietly for a moment and think of something new you want to learn. Because the desire to learn is a spark that keeps your mind alive. But there's one thing I want you to avoid: mindless scrolling. It feels like you're keeping yourself busy, but your brain is barely engaged. It's the fast food of mental activity, easy but empty. Instead, choose something that makes you think, that challenges you, even just a little. Because every moment you spend strengthening your mind is an investment in your future, a layer of protection against the fog of age and the risk of stroke. But we're not done yet, because while a strong mind is priceless, there's one more habit that can change everything, one that connects your mind and heart in the most powerful way possible. Imagine this. The sun is just starting to rise. A soft golden light spills through your window. The world is waking up, and so are you. But instead of rushing, instead of letting your mind fill with worries or your body move on autopilot, you take a breath. And in that quiet moment, you think of one thing you're grateful for. Maybe it's the warmth of your blanket. Maybe it's the soft breathing of someone you love beside you. Maybe it's simply the gift of another day, a chance to see, to feel, to be. Gratitude. It sounds like such a simple thing, and yet it's one of the most powerful habits you can build. You see, gratitude is more than just positive thinking. It's a state of mind that directly affects your body. Research has shown that people who regularly practice gratitude experience lower stress levels, healthier hearts, and better sleep. And for someone over 65, that can mean everything. Lower stress means lower blood pressure. A healthier heart means a lower risk of stroke. But here's the mistake most people make with gratitude. They force it. They write down a list of things they think they should be grateful for, but it feels empty. That's not gratitude. That's an obligation. True gratitude is honest. It's real. It doesn't have to be big. In fact, the smaller, the better. It can be the smell of your morning coffee, the sound of birds outside your window, the warmth of a familiar voice on the phone. And how do you turn this into a habit? Keep it simple. As you sit up in bed or stand by the window, just take a moment, one moment, to speak your gratitude aloud. I'm grateful for this new day. I'm grateful for the strength in my legs. I'm grateful for this quiet moment to myself. Or if you prefer, keep a small notebook by your bed and jot down just one thing each morning. It takes less than a minute, but it can change the way you see your entire day. Gratitude is a reminder that even in the midst of aging, even with the challenges that come with it, there is always something worth appreciating. It grounds you, it soothes you, and most importantly, it keeps your heart light and your spirit strong. But here's the magic. When you combine all 5 of these habits, something incredible happens. A glass of water to wake your body, gentle stretches to bring life to your muscles, deep breathing to calm your heart, brain engagement to keep your mind sharp, and gratitude to uplift your spirit. Together, these aren't just habits. They're a ritual, a gift you give to yourself each morning, a way to protect your health, nurture your mind, and fill your heart with peace. And the best part? These habits take just a few minutes, but their impact, it could last a lifetime. I know this might feel like a lot. Caring for your health as you age can be overwhelming. You hear so many warnings, so many what-ifs, and sometimes it feels like a constant battle. Trying to do everything right, trying to protect yourself, trying not to become a burden to the people you love. But I want you to take a deep breath with me right now, because here's something I need you to remember. This is not about fear. It's not about struggling to avoid what might happen. No, this is about something so much more powerful. This is about the quiet strength of small, loving choices. It's about those simple moments in the morning, when you reach for that glass of water, when you stretch your arms and feel the gentle pull, when you close your eyes and take a slow, calming breath, when you give your mind a chance to wake up, to stay sharp, and when you whisper a word of gratitude, letting your heart fill with peace. These are not just habits. They are gifts you give to yourself, gifts of care, gifts of love. They are your way of saying, I matter. My health, my peace, my happiness, they matter. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be all at once. Maybe you start with just one habit tomorrow, one simple action, a glass of water, a slow stretch, a gentle breath, and that's enough. Because every small step you take is a victory. Every morning you choose to care for yourself is a quiet triumph. And listen to me, no matter where you are right now, no matter what you've been through, it is never too late to begin. Age is just a number. As long as there is breath in your body, there is hope in your heart. Maybe you've seen someone you love struggle with their health. Maybe you've seen them fade, slowly, painfully. Maybe you've wondered if that could be your future too. But today you're doing something different. Today you're choosing to fight for yourself, not with fear, but with love. So I want you to promise yourself something right now. Promise yourself that you will never give up on your health, never give up on your peace, Never give up on the gift of your life, because that's what these habits really are. They are a promise that you will keep taking care of yourself, that you will keep choosing life, that you will keep showing up for yourself every single morning. And remember, no matter how old you are, no matter what anyone else says, your journey isn't over. You are still here. You are still worthy of love, of care, of joy. You are not just an age. You are a life, a story, a light. And as long as you choose to shine, there is always hope. And right now, that hope begins with one small choice, one small morning habit, one small moment where you say to yourself, I am worth it. Now, are you ready to take that first step? Because I promise you, it's simpler than you think. But let's bring everything together, because knowing these habits is one thing. Actually using them, that's where the magic happens. So let's bring it all together. We've walked through 5 powerful morning habits that can change everything. 5 habits that take just a few minutes, but offer a lifetime of benefits. First, there's morning hydration, a simple glass of water to wake up your body, keep your blood flowing smoothly, and protect your heart. Second, gentle stretching. Not an intense workout, but slow, mindful movements that ease stiffness, improve circulation, and keep you feeling young. Third, deep breathing. A moment of calm in your morning that steadies your heart, lowers your blood pressure, and gives you peace before the day begins. Fourth, brain engagement. Just a few minutes of mental stimulation to keep your mind sharp, strengthen your memory, and fight off cognitive decline. And finally, expressing gratitude. A small, quiet habit that fills your heart with peace, reduces stress, and reminds you of the beauty in life, no matter your age. These are not just habits. They are a foundation, a simple, powerful way to care for your body, protect your mind, and fill your spirit with peace. And the best part? They're yours. You don't need expensive equipment, complicated routines, or endless time. Just a few minutes each morning to take care of yourself, because you are worth it. But I want to hear from you. Let's make this a conversation. Which of these habits will you try tomorrow? Will you start with a refreshing glass of water? Or maybe you'll take a moment to stretch, to breathe, to feel grateful? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. Your journey matters. Your voice matters. And if this video has helped you, if it's given you hope, if it's given you clarity, then please take a moment to give it a like. It's a small gesture, but it means the world. It helps this message reach more people who need it. And don't forget, this is just the beginning. Here at Wisdom of Longevity, we are building a community, a place where we learn, we share, and we support each other in living longer, healthier, more joyful lives. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Because this journey to better health, it's not something you have to do alone. We're in this together. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for choosing to care for yourself, for choosing to live well, for choosing life. Stay healthy, stay strong, and remember, every morning is a new chance to love yourself a little more. I'm so glad you're here, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.